All right, guys. So we are here with another $10,000 a month champion or champions. We're here with Victoria and Margaret. How are you guys doing?
Man, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Our energy is just up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing, man, this opportunity. So we're just glad to be here on the other side.
That's awesome. So for anyone that's just watching this for the first time, anyone that joins the Dropshipping on Marketplace Blueprint, that program, when they do $10,000 in sales or more in a month, and Victoria and Margaret, they actually did that. They're just doing one account now together, and they did that in a 20-day period. So whenever they do that, we like to hop on and ask them some questions and pick their brain a little bit. So I guess if you guys could, maybe take me back to the beginning and kind of explain what you were doing before this and what kind of inspired you to even, look into this business to begin with.
Right. Well, that's actually good. We kind of came from phone flipping. We were doing that full time. That actually freed us up from having a 9-to-5 job. And it's so ironic because we were looking into Amazon dropshipping. We actually were looking into getting into on the credit side of things. Those things out there where people are talking about pay $30,000, get your own store, it's automated and all that stuff. Right. So we actually, at that time, you put this out and we were like, this is perfect. We get to actually get into the nitty gritty and actually figure it out ourselves, put all the moving pieces together, right, and get a store up and running ourselves. So
it's almost like phones, because you're just doing it on the internet. You're just flipping. I love the idea of flipping. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Nice. So were you guys doing phone flipping full time?
For about a year, yes.
Okay.
Before that, we were in a restaurant. We were working at a local restaurant. It's called Bahama Breeze, and we had been there for a good couple months, but it just wasn't for us. And we was like, we know we could do this. We know we can. So we ended up going all in November 22nd, 2019.
Yeah.
And we were just super intentional, and we made it happen. So we've been on an entrepreneurial journey since then.
Nice. So when you guys saw the drop shipping thing, were you looking to replace phone flipping or supplement it? What was kind of your thought process in the beginning?
I think a bigger part of it was to replace phone flipping. The whole meeting up with people, we did run into some dangerous situations, being females in a big city.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were really looking to replace it. We did very well for ourselves with phone flipping, but that would definitely be the reason what it was, for sure.
Fair enough. So I guess tell us, and I guess you already told me before we started this, but what were your sales for the last, 20 or 30 days, and about how much profit are you making a day now?
So our sales for the past 20 days was $10,499, and we're averaging about 105 a day. There were a couple of mistakes that were made, with some of the products, so it definitely decreased our profits. But we've never been in the negative, so that's cool.
And you guys just started about 6 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I think we got our very first sale April 9th. And it's it's incredible because literally to the day of May 9th, we got our investment back. So April 9th to May 9th, we got our investment back. And now it's just,
all green.
Yeah, we're on the rise for sure.
Nice. So you got the full investment that you paid for the program back in about a month.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't even know if I should ask this, but the program is obviously, costs a decent amount of money.
For sure.
So what did you guys do to kind of justify spending that up front, and especially not having any, maybe reference experiences that, this might even work?
Well, we hopped on a couple of the calls that you were putting out on Facebook, and it just made sense, from the information that you were providing everybody. We had the capital to invest. It was something that we were already looking to do. and we just did it. We trust our work ethic, we trusted the information, and we just went for it. So,
Got it.
100%.
When you guys got started, did you think that you would be, you know, some people go work at a full-time job and make $100 a day, as you know, you might know from the restaurant industry, and I was actually a server before. Did you think that it would be as possible to, that the money would be, I mean, you guys are obviously not gazillionaires, but $100 plus a day in profit's pretty good, you know, for, you know, just starting 6 weeks ago. Did you think that was possible, that it was going to pick up kind of that quickly?
I honestly, I didn't think it was going to pick up that quickly.
Right.
I came into it with no expectations, but it definitely exceeded any, you know, like literally to just put in, I think we put in about a less than a week of work and we started getting sales.
Yeah. It was, yeah. Because we weren't sure. We weren't sure how that was gonna come about. We just knew that we had to get to 1,000 because that's what you kept on preaching. So that's what our motive was. That's what our inspiration was. So
yep, that was the objective.
Yeah, and because we had quite a few discouragements. Like the very first item got what was it? It got
as soon as they ordered it, like that night they canceled it. That was the very first order.
So yeah, we was like, no worries, we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna get this 1,000. So
yeah.
What other setbacks have you guys had so far?
Well, Walmart seems to be just a little bit of a nuisance because sometimes the products that get shipped to the customers, it's really out of our control, but sometimes the products that get shipped to the customers, there's a lot of discrepancies with it, like they'll be missing pieces. So we have to do like quite a few returns or just, you know, customer service things. So that,
yeah, I mean, that would probably be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Dealing with customer service a lot. There's really no true setbacks that I can think of.
Yeah.
It's really straightforward. Yeah.
What do you mean by straightforward?
If you just put in the work, mostly it's just gonna work. If you put in the work, it's going to work.
Right.
I haven't really found any big setbacks.
Because in the course, you're very detail oriented and it's just straight information. So if you follow it correctly and you do what you say, you're going to be successful. So thank you for that. We've taken a lot of courses and the information, you know, if it's not organized, then you're going to run into some issues, but your information is very organized. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for saying something. I appreciate it. I try to make the courses as detailed and specific as possible.
Yes.
So, what's your goals with this business, like ultimately?
That's a good question.
It is a great question.
So we would like to see if we could hit, what was it?
10K?
Yeah, about 10K in profit
Per month?
per month
Yes.
off of either one or both of our accounts combined.
And we would like, eventually we would like to have multiple accounts. And just run it up, really. Just get to 10K, you know. So just make it successful as can be. And that number looks like 10K.
How would that change? Would that change your guys' life or the way you're living now if you hit that?
For sure. I mean, this is a brand new opportunity for us. So, I mean, it's like a new revenue source. We're always, you know, looking to create different opportunities for ourselves. So, yeah, I would say yes.
Nice. So let's say, let's do two scenarios, all right? So let's say that someone they haven't gotten started yet. They're watching your video. They're like, oh, this sounds very inspiring, you know, especially, you know, just 6 weeks into it, doing over $100 a day in profit. And they're thinking about getting started drop shipping on Marketplace, but maybe they're afraid that the opportunity's passed. There's too much competition. They're worried about Facebook. They're worried about drop shipping. What might you say to that person?
Not even lying.
Okay. What I would say to them is that if you're going to commit to this opportunity, you have to be all in. Trust your work ethic and be consistent with posting and making sure that you're creating goals every day. Make sure that you're getting to that $1,000 mark. But I would definitely say follow the information in the course and have a strong work ethic, and you'll succeed hands down.
And if I can address the lack mindset, I would just say that the only lack that exists is within your own mind. So most opportunities that are presented, there's an overabundance of opportunity and success. And I mean, I would remove those thoughts if this opportunity was even a little bit attractive to you.
Yeah. Focus on the abundance and your work ethic, and you got this.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
What about someone that's currently drop shipping a little bit, but they're just not having the success that they want? You know, maybe they've been kind of doing it. Maybe they're getting some sales every now and then, and they really like to be making $100 plus a day in profit like you guys are.
Right.
Are there any tips or things you think that maybe they're missing or forgetting?
I think my 2 or 3 things that I would say is to look at the items that you're posting and just make sure that they're following the criteria that you set. And then also, I would get a VA as soon as possible to just increase those numbers that you're listing in your store every day.
Right.
Yeah, that would really be it. Because just like you say, the only cure-all for really like pushing this business is listing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you hire the VA, you got to stay on top of them to make sure they're following the criteria. Make sure that they're doing their job well. You're just managing them. So if you can become a good manager of the VA, then the VA is only going to be successful by how you train them and how you manage them. That's what we've come to understand. So
What's a virtual or what's a VA? I already said it.
Said it for us, but yeah, our virtual assistant. Yeah.
So what is, just for someone watching this, what does that mean, and what do they do, and how does that work for the business?
So a VA, virtual assistant, is someone who is assigned to a task or certain tasks. So for us, we currently have one who is listing our products for us, sourcing our products, and she's posting them for us. Mm-hmm. Every day she's posting at least 20, right? She's at 20 today. Yeah.
We taught her the relisting and the relisting and deleting method, so we're trying that out right now. But yeah.
So that's pretty much what we currently have them doing.
How quickly after you started this business did you hire a virtual assistant?
How quickly after? I think we had 150 items listed, and that took about a week and a half.
Yep. So about a week and a half after we started, we hired our first VA.
Yeah. We're working on the second one now, so
that one's a little bit more
involved.
Yeah, than our listing VA.
And from the time we listed our first VA to the VA that we have now, that took about 3 weeks. So, and yeah. You know the date?
I don't.
Okay.
But about 3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
So you guys never drop ship before. You got started. You listed 150 products the first 10 days yourself. Then you hired a VA or a virtual assistant to help out with the listings. So I guess that you didn't have to be there listing the items and doing that part of the business. You could hire someone to do that, and it freed up more time for you. Is that kind of how that works?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. 100%. So then we could focus on the master sales sheet and, getting that down. So that way, because the way that we did it, like me and Margaret focused on our strengths and weaknesses. Well, not just our strengths, rather. I was really good at strategy, and Margaret was really good at organization. So the way we did it was I worked with our listing VA, and Margaret's working with
A managing VA.
our managing VA. So how we have it working is I work closely with the listing VA, and then we pretty much systematize it up through the manager. So it's just like we're feeding them sales, and they get to do customer service and just basically working with the master sales sheet. So it's like a cool system that we have going.
Nice.
It's working out.
It is. It's working out pretty well.
Because that allows, so it sounds like the way you guys have it set up, it's kind of starting to be pretty automated, where, is that kind of right?
Yeah, honestly, it is pretty much automated. Because in the beginning, obviously, we're putting so much time into it, and then when we finally hired our first VA, it freed up so much time.
Yes.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
That's why my biggest recommendation would be for even when you're just beginning, just get that VA. If you have the extra money, or if you're getting the sales, just get that VA hired.
Right.
The virtual assistant, yeah.
So how does it feel? Just because it's always kind of exciting. So how does it feel when, I guess, you know that your business is already kind of automated, where it doesn't fully rely on you? You can kind of, go about your day, and items get listed and sales come in, and
Right.
Yeah.
what's that like? I guess that freedom.
It's incredible. Every time Margaret mentions like we just got a sale, I'm just like, yes, let's go. Like, it's just exciting. It's seriously exciting.
It is.
It's just a beautiful thing. Because before we would run out, we would be on basically be on call for phones. Every time you have a good deal or whatever the case may be, you got to run out, and that takes however long it takes. But with this, it's literally all online. It's computer, cell phone, Wi-Fi. That's all that you need. It's really a beautiful feeling. So you could be anywhere in the world, anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection, and just be making money. It's so dope.
Yeah. Man, I remember when I first woke up to a sale, and I think it had come in at 1 a.m, and I was like, we just woke up to a sale, so it's like we didn't have to do anything, and it just came in.
Right.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
It really is.
And I know that as we continue to progress, we're just going to continue to be amazed, because when we get to that goal that we're setting,
Right.
I don't even know the feeling that we're gonna. Yeah,
It's gonna be this.
amazing.
It's gonna be this times 100. So.
That's awesome. So I guess, kind of wrapping this up, is there anything I'm forgetting to ask you guys? Anything you want to share with just people that might be watching this?
If there's anything that I could like last regards, I would definitely say if you're gonna invest into yourself by getting this information and program, follow the blueprint and make sure that you're committed first and have a strong work ethic, and you will see beautiful results. For sure.
Yeah, I would have to agree for sure.
Yeah, but anybody can do this. It doesn't matter what age, what background. The information is there. It's organized. It's detailed. Anybody can do this. You gotta keep showing up.
Yeah. If you want it to happen, it's gonna happen. Like Erin said, we started 6 weeks ago, and this is where we're at today.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys for coming on and sharing your story and sharing some advice.
Definitely.
And I'll go ahead and we'll end this now.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely.